Okay, so this is Brad from Greenville Federal, and he's going to be talking to you today. He's going to talk about work ethic, and then he's also going to talk to you about his career. So all eyes on Brad.
How is everybody?
Yeah, good.
All right. We're going to have a little fun. We're going to make this interactive. All right, so let's start off. Work ethic. What is it? There's no right or wrong answers. And fire loud. Come back at me. What's work ethic? What do you think? Go ahead.
Like the ability to do work good.
Ability to do work good. Good. What else? Yes?
Consistently be able to get work done.
Consistently be able to get work done. Very well. What else? These are good. I know it's early. I get it. Yes? Putting in effort. Excellent. Did he give you that one? Ah, good on both counts. Work ethic. Give me an example of work ethic in your own life. Do you know anybody that has what you would convey as good work ethic? Yes, sir.
Doing homework every day.
Doing homework every day. Yes, sir.
Like for golf, you go to the range every day, or like go driving range.
Go to the driving range, Tiger Woods style, right?
Studying for tests or quizzes.
Studying for tests or quizzes. Now, let me ask you a question. I want to go back to the homework thing. How many of you do homework on Friday after school? A few of you? I know, I was one of those sick people too, like you, huh? I want to get it out of the way, right? So that's just all about that. What else? These are good. Good examples of work ethic. You've identified some of that. Work ethic's not as easy as it sounds, and I discovered that with this exercise. Because I was asking my sons about it. Yes, sir?
Being responsible.
Being responsible. Give you a tale of two cities. I had two boys. One of them didn't have a lot of athleticism, but he made up for it in the weight room. He went the day after football ended till football season again. That was him. But he had to work at it. My other one was athletic as it comes, couldn't get him off the couch. I'd ask him to go, I'd pay him $20 to go outside, mow the grass, he'd come back in, say, I did half of it, I'll take $10. What do you think I did? Sent him back out and I kept the $20. Right? Work ethic. What do you think some elements of work ethic is? In other words, what makes somebody like a Tiger Woods go hit 10,000 shots at the driving range over and over and compare that to like an Adam Scott or some of these other golfers? What makes that different? And these are sort of the exceptions, but what makes that work ethic, do you think? Yes, sir?
They go out and put in effort.
Put an effort. Okay?
Patience.
Patience.
Passion.
Passion. Is that easy? For those that do homework on Friday, is that easy? Be doing a lot of other things. Studying daily. A couple weeks ago, you were still in summer break, right? Getting ready. Tell me about does the people in your life, does that have an impact on your work ethic? Your friends, your family, the people you hang out with, and talk about that for a minute. How so?
Because like they influence you. Like if your parents, if they're lazy, you're probably gonna be the same way.
They do influence you, as you said. If they're lazy, you might become lazy because you see that, right? My dad was in the Navy, and we had a fear of my dad, and so he was a great guy, my best friend in life, but the reality was I was afraid more of what he might do than what he would actually do. So that's what prompted us to get out and work and stay out and work. The flip side is, and we talk about somebody that's first in, some of you might think of the quarterback Tom Brady. He was always the first in, and he was always the last out. So you're spending the time, the hours, the dedication is a word, to the craft. Does that always mean that's a hard ethic or work, has a strong work ethic for somebody that comes in early and leaves late? Go ahead, I like it, go.
Well, not really, because, I mean, it has somewhat of an impact, but if you're like not trying your hardest while you're doing it,
Mhm.
it's not really hard.
We don't know what they're doing, right? That's exactly right. What if they go in first, but they sleep all day? And then they come out later, and everybody looks at them and says, hey, look at this person. They got a strong work ethic. They were in before I got in. They were out after I left. How many of you have jobs yet? All right, talk to me about your jobs. Do you see work ethic in your job environment? See your head shaking, go on.
People help each other, people usually stick around after hours to clean up and tear stuff down.
People helping one another, people staying late. Is staying late after hours, is that a work ethic situation? I believe it is. Strong work ethic. They're not punching the clock. How many, you all have the friends that are, punching the clock, can't wait to get out? Those that stick around, that says something about their character. Is character tied to work ethic? Go ahead.
I would say character is tied to work ethic, because if your character was just, not really active or like not really interested in doing much, and then that kind of affects your work ethic and your personality.
Mhm.
But then if you're like a person who likes to do sports or is active in the community, then more than likely you're more
Mhm.
have better work ethic.
Got a better work ethic, okay. Good. Anybody else have any thoughts? Sorry, Trey.
There you go.
Backing up. Backing up. Am I good? Okay. So let me give you the elements, according to Webster's, of a strong work ethic. And I see this on the tip boards all the time, all the schools. Have integrity. Integrity is number one. Talk to me about integrity. Yes, ma'am. Doing what you're supposed to be doing when nobody's watching. They always say that how you act, if you had, when you're by yourself, if that was going to be broadcast on social media or something, how would you act if nobody was around? Same concept, right? Anybody else? Is integrity given to you? Do you earn integrity? Yes? No? Again, there's no right or wrong answers. I'm just curious what you're thinking.
I think you earn integrity.
You earn integrity? How so?
Because okay, so doing something when no one's watching you, it's, you do it, so you get the reward by your own standards.
Mm-hmm.
You earn it yourself.
Yeah. So if you're showing up, can we say showing up? So whether you have a job, whether you're, here at school, or your friend, you have a friend that needs you, and you're showing up. Is that half the battle? Is that integrity? What about talking behind somebody's back? I see everybody. No, it's probably not. Professionalism, another element of work ethic. I don't know what that means. Do you? What's professionalism? Go ahead.
Like dressing up for work. Like if you have a nice job, you're supposed to dress up for you.
Yeah. You like my cool, ugly yellow, green shirt?
Yeah.
I don't. Sorry. It's all good. Everything's hunter green. By the way, there's pens there if you want one. Take one on your way out. Yes, sir.
Doing more than what's told of you to do.
More than what's told. So acting the part, dressing the part. I was a financial advisor for 25 years at Morgan Stanley. Guess what I wore every day? Suit and tie. A jacket. That's lame. Had to do it for 25 years. But we had to play the part. When you're investing people's money, it's kind of important that you don't dress in a t-shirt and shorts, right? It's kind of important. Another element we have is discipline. Talk to me about discipline. Go ahead. Yes, sir. Yeah.
So if like you're caught stealing, you should get in trouble or get fired.
Okay. So that's more of the punishment discipline, right? Yeah. Okay. Yes.
How not to have self-discipline to do what you're supposed to do and show up for work?
Self-discipline. Show up. How hard is it for self-discipline? Hard. So you all have a big test tomorrow. I don't know if you do, I'm just humoring me. You have a big test tomorrow. How hard is it to go home and study? Some of you it might be easy. For me, I would do everything I had to. That would be the last thing I would want to do. But you have to have sort of the discipline to do it, right? Any athletes here? What are you all into? Football, what else?
Golf.
Hockey?
Golf.
Hockey, soccer, golf, football. You need discipline in those sports? Sure you do. Absolutely. That's probably as good a place as you're going to develop discipline in terms of on the field or rink, depending on where you're at. Sense of responsibility. What does that mean? As a element of a strong work ethic. Sense of responsibility. For all you athletes, we'll go back to that. Hockey. What position?
Forward.
It's an important player. Do you feel like you're responsible for part of your team?
Yeah.
Okay? So you got that sense of responsibility. Knowing your other teammates and knowing how hard you all must work in the off season to get to the season, you don't want to let them down. Is that fair?
Yeah.
So that's that sense of responsibility. Also ties into discipline. You see the connection? You're disciplined, you're on the weights, you're doing speed work, you're doing things in the off season to improve. You're skating, you're probably coming in early, leaving late, right?
Yeah.
That's all a part of it. All you football players, same thing. All you soccer players, golf. How you hone that craft is all these elements we're talking about. Discipline, the sense of responsibility. The last one ties into it is the sense of teamwork. Don't want to let the team down. Don't want to let the team down. Conversely, if you're an all-A student, you don't want to let yourself down, right? So you're actually battling yourself. So that's why you work hard and you get all these self-discipline. Where does entitlement come in? I know this word is like trending over the last several years. Is entitlement good or bad for work ethic? And tell me what entitlement is. And again, we're not doing it right or wrong. Yes, sir.
Entitlement can sometimes be good and sometimes can be bad.
Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Okay.
Entitlement mostly means you want more, and just like crap all the time.
So entitlement, you're saying you, in one way, you want more. Okay, is that good or bad?
Please pardon the
That's
interruption. All
Bad version.
sophomores with the last name P through Z, please report to the gym for pictures.
All right.
Entitlement means that you think or you believe that you're entitled to something
Mm-hmm.
or someone in some cases.
Think your beliefs that this should be yours. Case in point, years ago, my son, when he was in college, called me up. The iPhone, I don't know at the time, like 6 or 7 back then, was just coming out, and of course he's on our plan and everything else. He's still on our plan, he's 27. But he said, "Hey Dad, I need to get the new iPhone." Like it was my problem.